welcome to the Watermark Water Cooler. We're here with David today. He's going to be talking to us about landing page design. David, how about you introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, so like Cameron said, I'm David. I've been with Watermark since, April of 2019. So I've been here for a little over 2 years or almost 3 years. And I am one of the graphic designers on the team. And yeah, let's start chatting about landing pages.
David's been with us for, like you said, 3 years. It's been awesome to have him as part of the team. David, landing pages are such a huge part of enticing somebody from, whether it be a PPC campaign, a social campaign, whatever it may be. A landing page is a key driver to get somebody to do something we want them to do. What, example of this might be that the landing page is like the lure. If you're a fisherman, you're casting out the lure, and the lure is catching the eye of the fish to bite. Mm-hmm. We're doing the same thing with a landing page for potential clients, for whether it's for our own marketing or for our clients' marketing. What have we been doing to make a landing page good?
Yeah, no, I like that analogy too. That's a great metaphor with the lure. So the lure, I guess, would be more of that CTA, and then you want the viewer, the fish, I guess, in this metaphor, to bite, and that would be for the landing page itself. So, I mean, design is huge in this aspect. I think for starters, less is more, and I'm going to probably reiterate that a lot throughout this vlog. That less is definitely more. You don't want a viewer to be on your landing page and just get overwhelmed with content and design and things to read, because you're going to lose them. And the main goal of a landing page is to create a conversion and to generate leads through this landing page. So design is definitely going to be important throughout the entire thing.
I know that we've gone through several iterations of landing pages to identify what works and what doesn't. Mm-hmm. What are some of the do's and don'ts of a landing page? You said simple, which I 100% agree. We have to work so hard with our clients to understand that simple is better. Sometimes you think, hey, if you add more, it's good, but we live in such a society that everybody wants their information here and now. Mm-hmm. So the content has to be real quick, and you got to get to what you want really fast. But there's some do's and don'ts that we try and iterate all the time. Tell us some of those.
Yeah, I think a big don't would be to think, and as a designer, you want a good organization and a good flow of things. But for a landing page, you almost want to throw that out of the window, because you don't want your form and your CTA at the very end. You don't want to start top to bottom. You want that content that's going to grab them and tell them what they're getting straight up top, straight from the beginning. Mm-hmm. So I think the best features and the most important info obviously needs to land at the top of this landing page. So
what about this kind of conversation of primary, secondary, and tertiary? How do you go about that?
So the primary definitely, I think, is going to be your H1. That's the most important piece. You're going to want to show the reader what they're getting right off the bat, and less is more. You want clear intentions with this header. So right off the bat, you're going to show them exactly what they're getting, and then jumping straight into a secondary list of maybe even bullet points, quick and to the point. And that way they are spending less time on this landing page. You don't want to hold a viewer on a page, because the longer they're there, the less likely it is that you're going to be converting them. So an H1 to an H2 to an H3 is most important. And then definitely having a CTA still above a fold. So when I say a fold, your window screen size is the fold of a web page. And so anything that you have to scroll below is below the fold. And typically it's pretty bad practice to have a CTA below the fold. So having your H1 and your H2 and your quick bulleted items, and then showing a CTA also on top of this fold is very important, I believe.
And what's an H1 and H2? What are those?
So your header, main header, like a big bold letters and something to catch that viewer and catch the reader in. And then an H2 would be your kind of a subtitle almost to that header one. that gives it a little bit more depth and in context to what they'll be receiving or what they will be gathering info on. And then below that would be kind of your body copy. And when I say body copy, you don't want to go too deep into it. Again, this goes to clear and to the point. You want quick bulleted items. So something very light to read as a viewer.
David, what about form fields? Is that an important part of a landing page and gathering people's information and what we're asking from the client?
Yeah, no, I'm actually glad you brought that up. So form fields are definitely important. You want to get the information from who's filling or from who's on this landing page, but I think there's a limit to what you should include in a form field. So if you kind of have a first time viewer or an early stage viewer, you don't want to bombard them with a bunch of fields that could scare them off to not be filling this out. You'd want more so of just like a name, a contact name, so first name, last name into one form box, and a phone number maybe, or I'm sorry, not a phone number, just the email. And then middle stage viewers, that's maybe when you start to include adding the company website or a phone number to generate that information and gather that lead. I think the more, again, it goes back to less is more. I mean, I know if I were to jump onto a landing page and I saw this big list that I needed to fill out, I'd get a little scared giving out all of my information. So I think definitely form fields, less is more there.
Cool. David, thank you so much for your time today, covering everything about landing pages. We're going to make this short and sweet so that we get more viewers to watch all the way to the end. If you have any questions about landing pages, we would love to help you. Fill out a comment below. Subscribe to our channel. We'd love to see you back here again. The more you tell us about what you want to see, whether that be landing page design, website development, anything agency life has to have, we would love to help you with that. And we will catch you on the other side of our next Watermark water cooler.